There's a sound that only shows up after the harvest ends. It's not wind, not animals. It's the clock. Not one clock, every clock. The whole valley starts counting down. I scratched a calendar into the pantry door. 3 nights to first frost, 17 jars of preserves, 1/2 bag of feed. Enough, maybe. Where I grew up, you always left the last sheaf in the field, a knot of stalks, bent into a small figure, the hunger's share. This year, the machines took everything, clean to the dirt. The first night after, the kitchen timer started ticking on its own. I hadn't wound it. I set it face down under a dish towel. It got louder. Second night, there were prints in the spilled flour by the door. Not boots, not paws, like a fist that opened and opened until it was a hand made of stalks. Third night, Mrs. Callahan's porch light stayed on till morning. No one answered her radio after. I told myself it's just nerves. Winter makes strange sounds. But the numbers on my pantry door weren't lying. 16 jars. I hadn't eaten. So I made a doll from the broom's bristles, wrapped it with twine, carried it to the field line. "This is yours," I whispered. I took too much. Something moved just beyond the fence, not toward the doll, beside me, as if it had been walking in step the entire way, keeping the count with me. The first snow came sideways, hard. Power dropped. The house began to tick. Rafters, pipes, my heartbeat. I rationed heat in 10-minute bursts. Each time the stove clicked off, I heard a soft rustle inside the walls, like grain running from palm to palm. I stacked jars by the door. "Take these," I said to the empty room. "Take what's owed." The rustling stopped. The timer spun backward. Then a voice from the vents, dry as chaff.
"Winter is longer than your math."
I hid in the root cellar and counted between knocks. 120 seconds, 90, 60. It was learning me. At dawn, the door was open to the white. The jars were gone. The corn doll I'd left at the fence swung from the kitchen light, dripping meltwater from snow caught in its straw. The clocks are all still ticking, even unwound. The pantry door reads 0. And I finally understand the old rule. You don't leave the last sheaf for mercy. You leave it so the winter knows you remember its name. Tonight, it will ask to come in warm, and I'm out of things to give.